Situated deep in the countryside of England lies a vacant hospital as untouched as it gets. Medical equipment remains fully functional, but the main attraction of the property lies in its oldest areas.
Oh my god.
I'm kind of lost for words, to be honest.
In today's Urbandoned video, join us as we explore an abandoned hospital in the rain. Watch as we uncover one of the grandest structures of its kind we have ever seen.
Alistair,
What?
have you heard that 85% of people are not subscribed?
You're joking. They need to hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell to never miss a video.
It is the beginning of 2023. On a wet, frosty morning, we embark on a short walk towards a former hospital that was yet to be documented. After numerous visits since its closure 2 years ago, we didn't expect much success from the grand building. Dating back to the early 1700s, the structure was originally a mansion for a wealthy family. Passed between generations for centuries, it was only in the 80s when it was sold to become a private hospital and rehabilitation centre. Located away from the public, it was perfect to feature protected grounds with tall fences built at its rear. The conversion more than 3 decades ago meant that various extensions would have taken place, one wing being the first section we were able to enter now.
So we're beginning the explore of this private hospital in the countryside, and we don't really know if there's potential here or not.
There's a CCTV camera up there.
I know, I'm kind of just hoping they're off. Definitely
There's
gonna
no
work.
power.
No, so we'll probably be okay. This already looks quite nice. It's modern, for sure, but
It kind of reminds me of the one we did in London that was modernised.
yeah, I know what you mean. It's the doors, isn't it? They all have this patterned window, so you'll be able to look through. I doubt there's anything in any of them, but we'll have a look.
Barely anything, just a shell of a bed.
Okay. It's just a wooden bed frame, a gated or gridded window, and some storage space, really.
There's a stripped kitchen. This building does contain some older bits, so hopefully we can get into them soon. Maybe a dining room, but it's very small.
Separate isolation room here. It's got a black door. It seems to resemble a padded cell. However, you can see the walls are still concrete or brick. It's quite big. There's a toilet over here and a shower. Definitely from someone more high profile.
Heading upstairs, because I don't have the torch. Helping others help themselves. There's a lot of wall art. It's clearly wanted to make it seem very friendly. Yeah, just mostly stripped though. Reminds me of a children's hospital, but I don't know if it was. They have an arts and crafts room here. The paintings still being up is a nice touch. Yeah, this section isn't really anything. I think we're going to leave now and try and find a way into the main building, because it doesn't connect. It's probably where the patients could come out and get a bit of daylight. The bench. It's like an astroturf pitch here. See, everything's gated off each section. This is pretty cool. Can't go wrong with football. It'll probably be used as physiotherapy for many patients. The net's drooping down. Probably some of the supports have given way.
After a brief walk around inside what we believe to be the separate rehabilitation centre, it was time to access the main complex.
Wow.
Yeah, just got inside this unseen abandoned hospital. First thoughts, it does appear to be quite strict, but I can see these coping here, which is a nice touch. Gives me high hopes, because it's quite an old building.
I like the colour scheme, it's very hospitally, but mostly empty so far.
Just like Alistair said, these lime green or tealish green walls are very hospital-like. It's weird to see it in such a modern setting though.
It was a tantalising start, especially compared to the small region we'd just exited. Contrasting in condition, it appeared that the hospital was well maintained for some time after its closure, without much deterioration.
I noticed this in passing. X-ray department. So mouldy as well, it's been closed for a few years. Damn. That is gutting. You can see where it was. It's cool that the screen's here, but that machine's probably been auctioned off by now. What a shame. Check out that. It's clearly a screen or a monitor where the x-rays would be viewed.
The end of the corridor, we just noticed double doors heading to the theatre section, which is a massive surprise, to be honest.
Oh, this could be so good.
This has so much potential. Full power. So it's like a little ward section, probably a waiting area for ill patients that do need some sort of treatment or operation. These double doors have so much promise.
It's a big section.
Oh
There's gotta
my
be a
God.
couple. Is it here?
There's one here. Full
No way.
set. Oh, the room is massive as well. Look at those. Very modern, but like...
That is cool. The natural light coming in as well. You don't get that much of it
No,
anymore.
you really don't. They're normally like completely closed away.
They'll definitely turn on as well. They've got little lights on.
That's incredible. What a find. That's quite eerie. Just one lamp on. This is unbelievable. Couldn't have expected this to be in here, especially two. And once we'd seen X-ray was stripped, I'd never imagined this to be in here.
We had rarely seen such modern operating theatres that still looked as if they could treat patients today. It seemed strange that the equipment wasn't sold off like the X-ray room nearby, but as the structure has recently been used as a film set, it might have been kept for that reason.
How do they figure out how to turn these on? These look like buttons, but the switches behind us aren't working either. I feel like they might be slightly outdated and that's why they've just been left, whilst a lot of the other equipment's been sold. You can see they're still in immaculate condition. This is glass, not smashed at all. Just spotted this too. This still turn on. I can hear it doing something. Yeah. That's cool. Must have been where they showed the results. It's a lot older than the one in the X-ray room. No chemicals left. You can see the signs though. Metaraminol, diclofenac. Obviously this thing would have all been stripped very soon after closure. You can't leave toxic chemicals behind. Steroids for injection there. It would have been refrigerated.
This looks like scents of heaven in here.
Yeah, we need to be careful.
I don't see any.
It's so clean and modern.
Yeah, that's a display for the lift. However, I do see some pillars this way. This looks promising. Oh my god, look at that door. That's huge.
Yeah, this looks a lot better.
Oh my god. Oh my days.
Holy fuck.
I mean, it's not like incredible, but those skylights are quite impressive.
Yeah, it's a very big change from what we've just been walking through.
I know. Could have a game of pool later. Yeah, this is a massive change.
Yeah. Started to rain. It's so atmospheric in here. And banging on that skylight. I spotted this room that we passed, where it seems like many of the grand framed paintings of this hospital have been stored. Maybe they were never auctioned off. But there's some beautiful pieces of art in here. I assume they'll just eventually gather dust and start to fade.
I imagine this would have been security's post. They were here at one point, but not a lot to suggest that they were present. Closed site, weekly, monthly checklist. There you go. Check fire alarms, equipment checks, speak with security. These are all done in 2021 last. So, there you go.
My God. These rooms are remarkable. This one complete with a marble fireplace. It's like something you'd see in Italy. And then just to show you that it's a hospital and we haven't gone into a different building, there's ward curtains. It's clearly a repurposed manor, but very interesting. Especially because it's so isolated in the countryside. See spider webs on all the insides of the windows. There isn't much decay, so you have to look for things like this to prove that it's truly abandoned. So many dead flies. That wooden floor in here.
I know,
It's all
look.
meeting in the middle.
Yeah, it looks like a sun pattern. Oh my god. This was the lounge apparently. Imagine this is your lounge.
In it.
Look at that ceiling. That is so intricate. Never seen anything like it.
This is an amazing room.
All the way down to the details around these doors. This looks so promising. Oh my god.
Where's the entrance?
Yeah. It's not a very grand door, but look at the room.
It's mean comparison.
It's absolutely massive. Oh, chandelier is still hanging with the glass.
It's perfect condition. There's like a tiny bit of decay in the high points of the walls, but besides that, this looks good enough to be opened, doesn't it?
It really does.
Now in the heart of the Georgian manor that the hospital exists around, the architecture was absolutely breathtaking. Every room seemed to have ornate details from different eras, and it was quite shocking that few are able to witness these spaces nowadays.
It's very modern. And surprisingly sound. The kitchen's been mostly left untouched. All the components left. It's so atmospheric with the rain. Obviously on the other side, people that came with their trays to collect the daily food.
This bit looks a bit modern again. It's running off the back of the kitchen. A lot of sleeping mats here. We've checked this place quite a few times, and there was 24-hour security, so I imagine these beds, right, they're either sleeping here or they're just scattered about. So you can see lots of different remains and bits and bobs. There's some beer that they've probably been drinking, or in fact not drank. One of these has to be the original dining room. Oh my god. Every room's just a massive surprise.
Oh, it's all wooden in here.
Yeah. It's a minimalist ceiling compared to the other rooms, but this wooden bordering is extremely impressive.
It's very different to everything else we've seen so far.
It is, yeah. Everything's a bit of a lighter colour as well. Still got a granite fireplace with extremely intricate details surrounding it. I can see the main lobby there.
I thought that was a darts board.
Archway with some light and some potential here. And it's a pool by the looks of it. Strange shaped one, but of course there's one in here.
I feel like this would have been for hydrotherapy with its size and squareness. We've seen them in other hospitals where they're maybe not as deep, but it looks kind of like that, doesn't it?
Especially private ones. And this one
Yeah.
seems to have adjustments made to the roof. Yeah, I could definitely see like a hoist point there for baths or something alike.
All this equipment here, you can see the chair where the patient would sit on and be lowered into the pool.
Nice and atmospheric with the rain.
It's lovely, isn't it? Oh shit, another really nice room. Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
That skylight is amazing. This is straight out of Italy, don't you think?
This is, I know, I was about to say, this is the most European thing I've seen in England. This is unbelievable.
All the statues and the walls.
Oh, I'm kind of lost for words, to be honest.
And this is a hospital.
It is a hospital.
The incredible staircase was the true highlight out of a building that presented so many. Within every nook and cranny, the architect had squeezed intricacy, and only capped by a towering skylight and working power, we were truly taken aback, standing and gazing up in fixation.
As you go up the stairs, you get a closer look at all the statues. Effectively, they're like popping
Close
out
look
the
at
wall.
that.
That light.
No light bulb in it, but it would have been really nice in the
This is
heyday.
incredible. Yeah, what an incredible staircase. I think it'd be hard to top that now, especially with this probably being a manor house when it was first built. I think
Yeah, this corridor all looks really, really modern and renovated.
I feel like there's going to be less hospital related stuff, maybe some nice rooms, but
You can see where bits of old were on these walls, but nothing really.
After more than 30 years of operation, the private hospital closed its doors in 2021 following a review of the property. All services were transferred to local treatment centres and the historic premises was left abandoned.
These are all just empty bedrooms. It's a private hospital, so they probably wouldn't have had too many patients. And each one would have paid for a relatively large space. See a bit of a decay here. Some water damage seeping through and causing the roof to collapse. You can see where it's stained the carpet too. Yeah, the upstairs has been marginally disappointing compared to the lower floor, but we didn't really expect too much.
this appears to be the little kind of mezz that actually is a rampway looking over the main lobby. It's actually quite a bare room, especially looking at it from up here, apart from those arches. But there's a closer look at the huge skylights. Must have been a modern installation at one point, there's Alistair, but it's not exactly fitting to the room itself.
I think we're returning back into the hospital bit where the operating theatres were, but on the second floor.
Yeah, this looks very hospital-like, doesn't it?
Yeah, another reception.
Yeah, a little reception desk. Some long corridors ahead of us. I mean, the only thing we can hope for now is beds, maybe some sort of hospital equipment, but yeah, I don't know, it looks quite stripped.
Yeah, it looks like bedrooms. See, it's got number 20 on that door.
Yeah, and the room itself is just completely empty.
I think the medical stuff was all on the ground floor. It's a shame those x-rays had gone. But we looked out with the lights, and the architecture's another thing altogether. Every single room here is identical. It's an example of one of the rooms. See, that's where the bed would be, in that corner. Each one has a window. The bath too. It's like a nursing home, this bit. I think the wood reminds me of some nursing homes we've done recently.
Oh, I thought that'd be a bit of a bigger step. This is claustrophobic as anything.
I'm glad they put these mind your head signs. You really have to duck to get down there.
I know, and I thought this would be a bit of a bigger doorway. God, it's got even smaller.
Oh yeah, it's like an optical illusion.
Looks like record storage, perhaps. There's just numbers on here. It's kind of modern, in a sense.
Yeah, there's even more down here. Tons and tons of it. Thankfully, it was all removed. It's often quite disappointing when you see people's personal details left behind in abandoned hospitals. It's been ransacked clear.
It is no surprise that we kept this exploration under the radar, and 2 years after our visit, we are finally sharing it. Since our infiltration, the property was utilised by many films and shows, some opting for the immaculate hospital sections, whilst others desiring the beautiful manor architecture. It was soon bought by an owner willing to convert it into a hotel and spa resort. It is unlikely it will remain derelict for long, so our documentation serves as a capsule of this bizarre period in the building's lifespan before it continues providing for the local community once again. Here are some of our photographs captured at the abandoned private hospital. If you like the look of them, check out our Instagram page in the description, where we share images from our explores months before they are seen on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed our first episode of a year where we have massive plans, so stick around. See you next time.